And what is it, 150,000? Well, that's not a good start. There should be somebody in this shed at all times, and he's not here. Much better.
You can hear me, but you can't see me.
Fight me for it. Bare knuckle now. Bare knuckle, fight me. Volumes are a little bit down, but spirits are up. Yeah, there's a bit of concrete down there, bit of dirt. See a bit of water come off as well. I'm gonna knock you for that. To be clean. Are you sure? To be fair, that does look pretty tidy. It doesn't look too bad. In and out, in and out, in and out the yard. Nice bit of driving, brother. And this was last on the road in 2008. So you can imagine how long that's been sat around for. Power hand, that's all I'm gonna say. Morning, my friends, welcome back to another day in the scrapyard, and we are standing in Ace Car Brakes this morning. You're gonna come on my morning inspection with me around the yard, just to check that everything is good, everything's okay, there's no big issues, so that we can crack on with work throughout the day. This is the most important time in the day, because if there's any problems, we need to address them there and then and get them sorted. So we start off in the metal shed and go and have a look around and just check that everything's okay. One thing that really annoys me when I walk around is I see rubbish on the floor, but you've got to tolerate it sometimes because of the nature of the job. What can you do? Robert! Well, that's not a good start. There should be somebody in this shed at all times, and he's not here. So I'm gonna have a word with him later, because we can't leave this unmanned, because there's valuable metals in here that somebody could just come in and take something if they wanted to. I'll talk of the devil, here he is. Wonder where you've gone. Wonder where you've gone. Just you on your own today, innit? How many we got?
180 at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks like we've got that.
Okay, it's not a great week, but it'll be all right. You all right doing it all on your own though, yeah?
Yeah.
No problem, I'll let you crack on then. On a Friday morning, we collect the catalytic converters together, ready to sell. And he said this week we've got 220, so not the best week, but look, it's better than nothing, I suppose. The picker actually broke down again yesterday twice, but that's back up and running, so we've got that going this morning. Fingers crossed it doesn't go again today, but I feel like it's time we need to make a change about that, because it's breaking every single week, maybe twice a week, even 3 times, and we just can't put up with it anymore. It's disrupting the workflow, and it needs to get sorted as soon as. Dad, did you get that petrol can back yesterday? I left it over there. Oh, there it is. I'll grab it for you. Put things back where you find them. I'll chuck it back in there for you. That's right, I'll put it there. These are actually parts that we've been taking off for export. So they get stacked here until it's time to sell them. And yeah, there should be, normally there's a lot more than that, but at the minute, obviously, we just had a load go out, so there's not too much in stock at the moment. Everything gets stripped here, here, and all there, and then gets piled in here so that it doesn't get damaged before it goes. Nice little Luton van. Perfect for picking up a bit of scrap metal, that van. What's that, an R-Edge? Oh, that's an old van, that is. Ah, look, there's a Citroen Picasso there. Might be able to salvage some bits off from mine. Oh no, that is damaged. That is badly damaged. That car's been in the background of a few videos now, and it is a 316i. It's a V-Reg, and we are breaking it on eBay. So if you do want any parts from it, go onto our eBay store, Ace Car Spares, and have a look on there, because that car is breaking now. And we haven't sold anything yet, so every part is available. And if you need it, you can have it. And then this is the fitting workshop, and the 2 fitters are working on the Volvo today, just trying to fix the trailer so we can get that back out on Monday. We actually bought a new trailer, which I'll show you later. So we've now got 2. So if one's down, we can use the other one, because obviously at the minute, if that had any problems, we did have no other option other than to use the 6 car, but then we were sacrificing cars. So we felt like the best move for us was to buy a new trailer. So we've got 2 now. We're moving up in the world, and we're going forward. So that should be done for Monday, and it'll be back up and running ready to pick up cars from Sandy. I like to check the skips every day just to tell when it's time for them to go. As you can tell, the brake disc skip is nearly full, so I think another 2 days and that should be done. Starters and alternators went the other day, so there's not many in there at the moment, but that shouldn't take too long to build up, as we do get quite a few of those. The cast alley bin is half full again. Don't like to send anything out the yard that isn't full because it just costs us more to transport it. As you can imagine, 2 loads for the same amount of metal instead of 1 isn't cost effective. And then we've actually got another bin of starters and alternators, which is half full as well. So I'm not sure why we're rocking 2 bins of the same thing, but I'll sort that out a bit later. It's not the end of the world. And then over here is the aluminium bay. That also got sold earlier this week, so that is obviously looking a little bit empty. And then the last bit of the inspection is up the top, so let's go and have a look up there. We've actually got, oh look, you can see the alley wheel bin is nearly full, which is just behind me as well, so they should be going anytime soon. I'll organise that a little bit later today. It's not the end of the world. And I'm not sure how the stainless is looking. The stainless bin, which is there, is nearly full as well, so we've got a lot of stuff in the yard. It's good, it is very good, but it needs to go. We've got axles everywhere up here. Obviously nobody's working up here at the moment, so it's pretty quiet. Not much is being shifted. But yeah, that seems to be all round a good walk around the yard this morning. No major issues found, no big problems. What I did notice is the man cage hasn't arrived yet, so I'm gonna chase it up a little bit later and find out why that hasn't come yet, because we ordered that a week ago. But yeah, overall, that was a good walk around this morning. Everything's running fine, everything is good. I'm happy with it. So I can go get my breakfast now and have a little sit down and have a cup of coffee. And just like that on cue, the picker decides to go again. So let's go down there and have a look what the problem is. Yesterday, there was a spore valve which was playing up, which basically the hydraulics in the hand just went limp and the hand wouldn't move and it just was literally dead to the world. So I think a similar thing has happened today. So I'll go down there and have a little look. But I spoke to the fitter and he told me that it is the spore valve. And basically, long story short, we're gonna have to order a new one as this one has worn away. So, nightmare, absolute nightmare. So this is, as I say, this is an RSL picker. We didn't actually buy the claws for it. We actually manufactured these ourselves with some RSJ. And if you come and have a look here, the major issue we're facing is the hand, when it grabs the roof, and it hasn't got enough power. That hand is designed for an 18-ton machine. So when it grabs the roof, it hasn't got the power to pull it straight off. So basically you get a bit of tension and then the hand, once it's got the power, it pulls back fast and slams against these bars here. That's why you can see that all the ends are sheared off and there's loads and loads of marks. And what that does is that constant banging has a knock-on effect throughout the whole rotator and the hand itself, and basically parts just shower, the weakest link in the chain breaks. You fix that and then the next part breaks, so it's a constant battle with that. And then what actually happened is bits sheared off and went into the hydraulics, so the hydraulics had tiny fragments of metal in them, which then caused blockages in certain areas, and the hand basically was dead to the world. So we have put filters in there to try and filter that out, and it was running smoothly, but we think again there is another issue with that. So it is a problem, it is an ongoing issue, this machine, and it does need to be resolved. I was actually bidding on a power hand today. It was in Salvage Market auction somewhere up north, and it was a full JCB with the hand attachment and the claw clamps as well. And it's me versus an Irish fella, and he just picked me to the post. I was gutted, mate. I was gutted. I could see dreams of the power hand in my yard, flat out down here, whilst I was sat up there like this, looking out at a broken machine. So I hope you're happy, mate, and I hope it gets put to good use, because it ain't gonna help me out there, is it? Something does need to change. This machine does need sorting out, and I think it's only time to get a power hand. So power hand, if you're watching, sort me out, please. I'm in desperate need of some help. So the picker's job, if you don't know, is to pull the wiring looms mainly out of the car, and also to get any aluminium parts, any motors off that it can, and put them over there. So you can see the wire pole behind me, I've showed you that a few times. The power hand is actually a bit more versatile and robust and can get more wire out, because if you do look, this car has been picked, but there's still wiring looms there, look, right there. There's some wiring looms down here as well, and if you can see them. And I think with a bit more of a precise bit of machinery, which has a bit more control, you'll be able to get all of that out, and obviously that is money that we're just throwing away if we're just baling it. So it's important for us to try and get as much of it out as possible. Yeah, look, wiring looms everywhere, look. Absolutely caked in wiring looms. It's sad to see, but what can you do? Like, the problem we're having at the minute is we can't even get them out because the machine's breaking down every 3 days. Every 3 days. This is the third time in 2 days, actually. So I literally said earlier in the video, I said, I bet this machine breaks down today. And there you go. You get what you wish for, don't you? Hopefully we can get it back up and running for Monday latest. And we just got to plough through again. But look, what will happen? We'll be standing here next week in the same time, in the same spot, with the same problem. Maybe not the same problem, but there'll be a similar problem with the machine where it's not working. It's so temperamental, it's so temperamental. But that's enough of that. That is enough of that. Want to let my anger out on something. Much better. So I've been having a few questions about the shear, what happens, how it works, how we shear metal, blah, blah, blah. So basically what happens is you get your loose iron over here, you put it in the baler shear, and it compresses it down. And then it gets fed through the end. This is in layman's terms, yeah? And then gets chopped, sliced thinly like that. So you end up with very small 3x4 bits of metal, which is then easier to load in a lorry, and we can get more out at a time, because you can imagine loading loads and loads of loose iron, you can have loads of little air pockets, loads of little places where bits can't get in there, and you're just wasting money. The whole point of running a business is earning money, so that is Irish. Talking of Irish people, I hope you enjoy that picker. Anyway, forget that, because it's annoying me. It's really annoying me, that. This is what happens. So you go down here, this is the end of the baler shear. You can actually see there's a little bit of metal in there at the moment, just under there. That's obviously, that'll fall out as soon as the next lot comes through. And it gets loaded in there, compressed. It works on a pressure system, like that, compressed down, and then chopped and slid out the end, and then gets picked up again and thrown back over there. You can actually see, so this hasn't been sheared yet. None of this has been sheared. You can see the long lengths of metal, all in different sizes, different lengths, different widths. Then over there, you can see that the metal has actually been processed. So it looks a bit neater, so it's more in like little packages. It doesn't stick together in little blocks. It all goes loose again, but it's in such smaller pack that when you compress it down, it's much easier to load. This used to be the bit where people would come down, drop their metal off and go. I'll give you a little example now of one of the daily arguments we'd have with people, which led to us closing this section of the yard because it was just too much hassle. One sec, the phone's just ringing. Fucking hell. Hello. And what is that, 150,000? Got you, okay. Did you find out if that Liebherr one in Germany was available or not? Thanks, Murray. Cheers, mate. Thanks for the help. Bye. Exciting news, exciting phone calls. Power hand, that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, this is an example of a little argument we'd have on a day-to-day basis. All right, lads, just have a look at your load, yeah? Yeah, no stress, fella, no stress. Before you do any more, mate, just chuck a hard hat on and a high vis, because it's the rules, yeah? Don't have to do that in other yards. That any better? Anyway, I just want to have a little look at that load, just check what you've got there. Yeah, there's a bit of concrete down there, bit of dirt, see a bit of water come off as well. I'm gonna knock you for that, just letting you know. Other than that, everything's all right. Yeah. I didn't drop any water off. What are you on about, mate? You're looking at someone else, I swear down. Right, I'm gonna pick all my metal up now and I'm gonna go to another yard because I can get £10 a tonne more at another yard, yeah? Drop it out, mate. I just watched you on the camera. Is my camera lying? And I see it all come out. I see it all. Look at it all on the floor there. What, is that just appeared there? Magic? Is it magic, is it, yeah? Fight me then, go on, fight me. Go on, fight me. Fight me for it. Bare knuckle now, bare knuckle, fight me for that, yeah? Fight me for it. I ain't fighting you, mate. Just get over yourself, yeah? Just throw that back on the load and don't come back. Mark my words, yeah? I ain't coming back down your yard ever again. Ever again.
3 hours later.
Oh, you again, yeah? Come on then, drop it off. And scene. There was my acting career summed up in one video. But yeah, that's just a little taster of the arguments you end up having in the scrapyard all the time. So we got rid of that. We don't need that stress. We don't need that. Happy life, good life. Now we just get all the skip firms dropping stuff to us. Much easier, runs much better. Health and safety is ever increasing. And having people walking around your yard isn't ideal. So I'm gonna nip out now. I'm gonna show you guys the new van that we've bought. and then we're going to have a look at the 205 and see how Ricky's getting on with the rebuild.
You can hear me, but you can't see me.
This is the Picasso. If you haven't watched the video, I'll put a link up here.
That could go in the outtakes.
Well, because it's his own bed.
No.
Yeah, so this is the Citroen Picasso. If you haven't watched it already, here's a link to that video. The plans with this is pretty much down to you. As I said, it's a mod car. I'm going to do anything you guys want. And first of all, I think we're going to get the doors to go that way rather than that way, because that is just boring. That is so boring. It needs a new front tyre as well, but we're not going to change that. Plan to put 20-inch wheels on there. So big things coming for the Picasso. I'm just going to give her a nice clean first, because proper dirty. And a car like this deserves to be clean. To be clean. I'm going to flick back to yesterday now when I was sorting the Picasso out, because we were messing about with the boys in the yard, and it's quite funny, so I'll flick back to that now.
Serious. So the key's stuck over.
I know, it sounded better. Right, jump in then.
You ready for the ride of your life? Listen, everyone asks me, said, have you been in a McLaren? I said, no, he's been in the Picasso road. That's what you've got to say. You know, not the McLaren.
I've got that.
Listen, when you have the kids, get all the kids in there. Do shopping, practical, luxury, double plan as well, and as well. Kids in there, right? Why you keep something in there? Yeah, that was easy.
Where's John? You seen John?
Or you could opt for the Polo.
No.
Quality motor.
Security guard leaves his motor everywhere.
Give us a smile.
Not me.
Give us a smile for
And
the
don't
camera.
smile. Don't smile. You're at work. You're not supposed to be happy when you're at work. Don't laugh. Don't smile. John, your motor's in the way again.
Smile.
Smile, John. I'll take a walk. Don't smile. Don't smile, John.
Actually?
Yeah.
I thought that was
I'll hand it in now. It's right in the way now.
It's quite annoying. Mind out of the way. Mind out of the way. You like it? You like it, yeah?
Speed kills, remember.
You like it?
Nice car, mate, yeah.
You like it?
Later.
All right.
Practical. The R8 just didn't cut it. I needed more horsepower, more seats.
Yeah, that one will do.
And look, the convertible, I didn't really like it, so I thought I'd go for the hard top.
Yeah, that one good.
And look, I can pick the wife and the kids up now. Exactly, yeah. So yeah, this bad boy is going to be something serious. No, serious. This is going to be something special. Anyway, so now I'm going to nip round to Stuart's and just discuss a few things about the Picasso with him. And then I've got to talk to him about the Yanamize project that's coming up in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. And then also, the van is round there that we use to go to our BW branches where we are the scrap metal collectors. The old van was a bit worse for wear, looking a bit tired. So we've decided to buy a new one and upgrade it. So Stuart's round there just polishing that off, so I'll show you guys that as well. But it's a good time to be at Ace at the minute. We've got new stuff coming out our ears. Drake said, what a time to be alive. Good friend of ours has a recovery company, and sometimes when he's around Newbury Copa, we buy some cars and let him pick them up for us. So as you can see here, we've got 7, is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 6 cars that he collected for us, delivered back for us today. It's just a good option for us when we're low on cars. It gives us another outlet to buy from, and we can just increase the volumes like that. So we've got a few big cars on there. We've got an Alhambra. I believe that is a Zafira up the top. And then we've got some Focuses, a Focus, a Fiesta, a Mondeo, and then that is a Mitsubishi Colts, I think. And yeah, they'll be back in the yard process today because we're running a little bit lower on cars at the moment, but we're still pretty busy. So volumes are a little bit down, but spirits are up. The Picasso, I want to basically get the doors to go like this. So I don't know if you've ever done it before, converted doors. So from the standard hinge to like the McLaren, you know, where they go up. but instead of going up, they just want to come out and then spin up. So it's like a
Do you buy a kit?
I think you can buy a kit, and that's what I'm going to look for.
Because we never be able to make anything, me and you. I never know how to make it.
No, and then I want to do an engine swap for it. So I want to put a new engine in a Citroen Picasso, but I don't know what you could convert into one of them.
I don't know, you want someone who's fabricate, got to fabricate all the mounts and everything.
But it's doable.
It's doable, but I don't know what engine you could put in it.
No.
Because you're limited by the space under there. Like you think you've only got that width.
Yeah, I think a small little. I've had a look and there's none. Like there's nobody has done it to a Picasso before. Yeah, I know, but I want to be the first. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to do it. And for the doors, I think you'll have to reinforce them a little bit. But I'll speak to them and we'll work out how we're going to do it. And then I want to put another engine in it.
Just trying to get the engine first, what you want to put in.
And I want to cut the roof off and have it as a convertible. But I have it as a hardtop convertible, so you can put the roof on and off.
Are you sure?
But there's a lot I want to do to it. And do you know anyone that makes body kits?
The place you want to go is Lithuania and Poland.
I can't,
That's honestly who makes
can't
it
just
all.
go to Lithuania and Poland at the minute though, can I?
No, but you can email them. Try emailing them.
Lithuania and Poland.
No, but
Anyway, let's go and have a look at the van. I'm going to have a look at the van. And here she is, the Renault Master. Nice long wheelbase van, perfect for the job. Brake discs, tyres, you name it. Throw it in the back, in and out, in and out, in and out the yard. It did have a sign written from another company on the side, and Stuart's been on it this week and polished it and got it all off. Fair play. So that's now ready for us to put our sign written stamp on it and have an Ace Car Breakers van. But I think with this one, what we're going to do is, because I think we might use it outside of work, so if I need to go and use it or something, we might get metal signs so that we can just magnetic pull them on and off. So it just makes it a bit more versatile then, because as soon as it's plastered in Ace Car Breakers, you can't go anywhere without people knowing it's an Ace Car Breakers van. So if I want to go and pick up some parts in my spare time or go and pick something up at the weekend, it's not really practical, is it? So anyway, really tidy van, looks nice. It just needed a petrol cap, but have a look, well, pass me that. The interior is pretty cool. Pretty standard, big upgrade from the last one we had. It was a bit of a state, so yeah. Should make nice bit of driving. Nice bit of driving, brother. It's actually been fitted with cameras on the top and on the side. I don't know if they still work, haven't tested them yet, but nice little added extra for extra security. So I'm just nipping out of the yard now, off to Ricky at Kent Smart Repairs to catch up with him and see how the 205 is getting on. He's told me he's stripped the seats out, so I'm interested to see what it looks like. So the damage isn't actually as bad as we thought, and it'll be a pretty cushy project once he's up and running, because it won't take too long. So let's get down there now and see how he's getting on. I've got a couple other things I want to talk to him about, because we've got a few new projects in the pipeline that I might need some help with. So the Picasso, I don't know what Stuart said.
Gold wing door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Look at that.
yeah, the best thing to do is just get some big beefy hinges, weld it to a car, weld it to a door, and then get a big gas strut that just opens it up, innit?
Yeah, because obviously you don't want to hit going up and then just slam it back down. Oh, it's gonna look naughty, mate.
Drag strip down yours, wouldn't it?
Mate, I mean, pull up with the light, said nah, people be thinking, yeah, you smoke me, yeah, see you later. I get noz on it and everything. Is your Porsche done?
Huh?
Is your Porsche done? No.
No, that's just underneath there.
And what's under that one?
That's another Porsche. Is that the yellow one you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the next. I've got a big restoration job in now, and then that one's
Well, you doing a big restoration now?
Yeah.
What you got?
Not everyone's cup of tea.
Is it not?
It's an old Rover.
Jesus.
So,
The interior ain't too bad. Have you done that?
this guy's got 3 of these. This is the last one to do.
So the parts, did he have the parts for you? Have you?
Yeah, he's still parts, new seals, that seals and the
Canal.
driver's floor pan.
August 63.
It's old, isn't it?
Jesus.
2008 that 205 was on the road.
2008. Oh my god. No, that's nice though. I think I like old cars like this. Do you do many restorations?
I've always got one on the go, like one big job.
And how long's that? How long you booked for that?
This one would be about 2 months, maybe 2.5.
Should have a little bit of work on a C63 coming up in a few.
You can get it
Yeah, I want to see. The S63 is nice, but I think resale with the C63 will go easier.
all day long, innit?
S63 would just be like
It's a bit more
nightmare to shift, isn't it? What is it?
That's the RX-7.
That colour's nice, and them wheels. I wouldn't pick that ever, but it does look nice. That's sparkly.
That colour is amazing.
Yeah, that is a nuts.
With the sun's on it.
So I'm here at Kent Smart Repairs. This is where I get all my paintwork done. So if you haven't followed them on Instagram, go and give them a follow now. But they're cracking on with the 205. The inside is stripped. Come and have a look at this. Won't recognise that anymore. All the door cards, back seats, front seats, centre console, all gone. He said he drained the fuel out and it came out brown. It was terrible. And then you got the front here. Bonnet's open now. To be fair, that does look pretty tidy. It doesn't look too bad. I thought it'd look a lot worse. And he checked the dates, and this was last on the road in 2008. So you can imagine how long that's been sat around for. But yeah, to be fair, it's looking a little bit better than last time. Still plenty of work to be done, and I'll keep you guys updated on it. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up today's video here. Oh, nearly fell over again. I've been falling over all over the place today. I swear down. This is like the 5th time. I'm just going to wrap the video up today. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, follow me on Instagram. Let's hit the targets. You know what the score is, and I'll see you guys next time.